So this audio is for you if you have anxiety around being in social situations because you feel like there's something wrong with you, people hate you, you'll say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, or you just generally feel unsettled and out of place when you're in groups. I hope you'll enjoy a shift from this guided meditation. Maybe it'll be even a little bit fun. Might be a little bit intense at first, depending on your level of social anxiety. So make sure you're somewhere comfortable, have some water nearby, and are safe to just close your eyes and be with yourself. Taking a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and keep doing that nice, calming, relaxing breathing pattern. And if you want to close your eyes and get comfortable, do that now. Taking nice deep breaths, what we're going to do together now is regulate your nervous system to a cringe social situation. We're going to anticipate, experience, and deal with the aftermath, and create feelings of safety and well-being so that you're no longer in fear or insecure in social situations. And you can listen to this audio multiple times if you want. The more times you listen to these audios for specific problems, the more they diminish and the more they just completely disappear from your life. So if this one's sticky for you, you might want to do this a few times. So right now, if you want to picture or just think about going to a party that you've worked up the nerve to attend, or maybe it's something you couldn't get out of, and there's going to be lots of people there. It'll be loud, chaotic, people you don't like, people from the past, maybe a crush, but also maybe the person they're dating or you think they've like instead, maybe an ex, someone who knows your deepest, darkest, cringiest secrets and could spill everything. Whatever that is for you, it's literally a stew of everything you most wish not to experience socially. You're gonna face that now, trusting that you're safe to. So it's dark out, and you pull up to this dimly lit parking lot in your car, or on your bike, or public transit, whatever. And you can see the warehouse in the distance. There's lots of cars there. You hear music thumping, screaming, yelling, laughing. Be present with whatever comes up for you. Just allow it. Nice deep breaths. Allow my voice to guide you through this process and surrender to the experience, trusting that you're completely safe in your body, in your little comfy spot that you've picked to listen to this. And you walk towards this warehouse. You can hear the crunching gravel under your shoes. You can feel the clothes you picked for this party on your skin. You can smell the night air, maybe cigarettes or booze waft in the breeze, perfume, tacos. You're getting closer to the warehouse, and there are a bunch of drunk bozos outside. You recognize one of them. It's someone you have or had a crush on, or someone that you feel an embarrassing way about. And that person laughs really loudly when they see you. Maybe they even look directly at you, and their friend turns and looks too. They both laugh. Nice deep breaths. It's not an ideal entrance for your confidence. You're not really sure what caused it, but maybe some insecurities have come up. So just take some nice deep breaths and allow whatever wants to come up to come up. Stand and look at this person now. Look at all of them. Just allow whatever needs to come up to come up. Any feelings, any fears. Breathing into them, bubbling up and releasing. If it's insecurity, anger, embarrassment, shame, horror, just breathing and allowing. And seeing how you're safe, that you're in this moment and nothing has changed. You are still you. You're okay. You're safe. Nice deep breaths. Maybe one of them even says something. Maybe one of them says something that's just really embarrassing to you. It touches on something that you just would, the worst thing you think somebody could say about you or make a joke about. And one of them says that to you now, waiting for a response. And some of them laugh. Just take a nice deep breath. allowing whatever wants to come up. Just surrendering to it, not judging it, just letting it be, letting it exist, letting it float, letting it pop. Nice deep breaths. You're okay. You're safe. You survived. And in fact, the situation kind of feels uninteresting to you now. And strangely, you have this sudden realization that you look fantastic. Or maybe you just feel better for some reason. It's like confidence starts to grow in you from some unseen source. Like a cosmic ray of swagger just penetrated the first layer of your being. And this whole scenario is just so yawn, boring. Like, who even are these people? And you smile and you wish them a good night. Or maybe you say something cheeky if you feel like it because you're just over it, whatever. Or you just ignore them because who cares? Taking some nice, deep breaths. You are just shaking it off and embodying this cosmic swagger that just kind of filled you up out of nowhere. It's like somehow it got beamed into your body and you're helpless to just, you have to just allow the swagger and the confidence to just start to take over a little bit. Taking a nice deep breath. And you breathe into how good that feels instead of how gross it felt to be mocked. And this feels better. So you choose to feel a little bit of swagger and confidence because it just doesn't feel a little bit nicer. Breathing into that and just not caring about whatever was said, whatever those people think. And just allow yourself to feel safe, to have someone laugh at you, maybe make fun of you, and just roll with it because it doesn't mean anything about you. They're just projecting something onto you. That's their problem for the evening, not yours. So I want you to put your hand over your heart and your other hand over your belly if you can, and just breathe into this affirmation right now. And you can say it out loud if you want with me, or you can just listen. I'm enough. I'm perfect as I am. I'm lovable. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of good friends. I'm worthy of a good time. I'm enough. I'm worthy of love. Ain't nothing gonna break this stride, baby. Ain't no one gonna hold me down. Oh no. 'Cause I am more than enough. I am perfect as I am. I'm exactly who I'm meant to be. And I'm gonna have a little fun tonight. So take some nice deep breaths. You just, I don't really care about that. It's in the past now and it doesn't exist anymore. So you keep moving. But a curiosity kind of begins to rise. Like, what a weird thing people are to be like this. Like, you can choose how you feel, how you act, if you want to laugh or if you want to feel bad, because it's all just a strange experience. So for those people, they might have just been drunk or high and just being jerks and having a good time at someone else's expense, but it doesn't really mean anything about you because it's about them. And they're inconsiderate and you don't have to take that on. And you get to have your own strange experience. So what kind of experience do you want to have? How do you want to make people feel at this party? How do you want to make yourself feel? What is the vibe you want to put out? Nice deep breaths. And maybe there's still some anxiety and insecurity, but that's okay. We're going to enter this warehouse now with the loud music and the strong smells and the screaming and the laughter and the wild noises. And maybe it's like really bad music. It's just like, oh my God, not the vibe, but you're bringing your own vibe. So feel the vibe as you pull open the door, feeling the handle in your palm as you open it and look inside. It's quite dark, but there are lights, lots of people, lots of faces you don't recognize, or maybe you can't quite make out. Maybe a few people you do, but maybe you don't really want to interact with them. And you take a nice deep belly breath and walk in. And suddenly everyone goes quiet and stares at you. You could hear a pin drop. Breathe into it. Breathe into the moment. What are they thinking? What are they gonna do? Do you have something on you? Did you step in dog shit? You take a deep breath and just say, hey! Someone you don't recognize waves and they all go back to partying. Okay. You're okay. You're safe. You survived. Nice, deep breaths. And maybe it would be really cool if you found somebody that you knew, someone that you kind of liked. So you're looking around. You're looking around. And you weave through people. And whatever thoughts or sensations come up for you, let's just breathe into it and allow it and surrender to it, trusting that you're completely safe. And you're looking for someone you might know, or maybe you're looking for the bathroom or the bar. You're headed towards something you feel like you want to head towards. But you get lost somehow. You get caught in a sweaty swarm of people who are grinding and jumping around without any regard for you. Maybe someone pushes you, they shove you, or they swear at you. Does something unwanted in your personal space. Nice deep breaths, breathing through it. You're okay, you're alive, you survived, and just keep going. Calmly making your way through the crowd, one foot in front of the other. Nice, deep breaths. And you make it out the other side. You're okay, you're safe. Nice, deep breaths. So you make your way out of the crowd, but you find yourself in a large, dark room. It's quiet. It's quieter than the rest of the bar. It's muffled. And you're confused. How did you end up in this room? And you're feeling around for a door to try to get out. Maybe a little bit of anxiety starts to rise because you're not sure where you are or what to do or what's going to happen. Is there anybody in this room with you? Nice deep breaths. And suddenly the music stops and the lights flip on. Like 50 spotlights all pointing down on you. You're on a stage. And everyone in the room turns to look at you as the curtains part. And just breathe into it and feel whatever fears or insecurities want to come up. And just allow it. Maybe you're naked. That's a big fear for a lot of people. The metaphorical naked or the literal naked in front of everyone. You know, this is a worst case scenario. Everyone's staring at you. Oh my gosh. Maybe you're thinking, my jiggly butt, my chub, my mole, my cellulite, my stretch mark, my scar, my thing that I don't like about myself. And they're all looking at it. Every single person in the room is looking at you. Or you're just wearing a weird outfit, or however this works for you in this exercise. Taking nice, deep breaths. If you have a different fear, allow that one to just bubble up right now. Whatever that is, face it. Maybe it's a person you know, running into someone you know at a party, someone that hurt you. Maybe it's a really embarrassing situation. Maybe it's being called out for something. Maybe it's not knowing anybody. Maybe it's whatever it is. Trust that you are totally safe and capable of handling and releasing whatever these feelings, thoughts, sensations, and beliefs are that come up for you. Just allow it without any judgment on yourself, without associating deeply into it, without getting really worked up. Just allow the scenario to be in your body. Just allow yourself to be with the scenario now for a few seconds. breathing, nice deep breathing as the scenario unfolds, trusting that you are safe. Nice deep breaths. You are safe. Just allow it, just to accept it. You're okay. You are enough. You are lovable. You are worthy. You are perfect exactly as you are. Taking some nice deep breaths. And now imagine it's like everyone in the room's eyes are on you. Maybe some people gasp, maybe some people laugh, maybe some people shout obscenities, or like ask you invasive questions, shout them at you. Deep breaths. You're still alive. You're okay. You're safe. Even though you're maybe naked on a stage, you are safe. And the anxiety and fear begins to dissipate as you realize you just don't fucking care. This whole thing is so absurd. All of these drunk and sweaty faces looking up at you, maybe some judgmental glares, maybe horny stares, maybe someone pukes in the corner in disgust, maybe someone is making out all over the place, maybe someone's trying to give you their number. Ooh, they like what they see. It's a scene. There's a lot going on. And you can see all of these people from your past that made you feel some way at some time. They're all staring. And you just don't care anymore. Nice, deep breaths. Because you're safe, you're loved, you're lovable, you are enough, you are worthy, you are special, you are magnificent, you're hilarious, you're insightful, you're worry-free because you are everything. What else do you want to feel about yourself? Allow those messages to come to you right now. This is your show. You get to shape your experience, your narrative, and so let's have some fun with it now. So take some nice deep breaths. Suddenly you just feel, I don't know, silly, maybe even a little happy, like, oh, like, you know what? I've really been worrying about something like this happening, and now that it's happened, I just feel like, whatever, it wasn't really that big of a deal. Why did I take this so seriously before? You can't help it. This urge inside of you comes first as a smile, then a bit of laughter maybe, then a deep belly laugh. And the whole scene is so absurd that maybe you even cry a little. Like, what is this? It's like a balloon popping, a dam flooding, relief, release, all of this anxiety, worry, fear, self-consciousness, shame, nerves. It just pops. It just flows out of you like it was never meant to be there in the first place. It's just melting, dissolving, wilting, turning to ash, evaporating. How did you take this so seriously before? How did this circus feel like life or death? It's okay. Why did you care what anyone thought? Why were you worried about any of this, right? You're good. You are enough. You are worthy. You are lovable exactly as you are. No matter what you do, what you say, what happens, what you've done in the past, what you've said in the past, whatever cringe things you've done or might do, or will do, you're still okay. You're good. You're always enough, and you are always worthy, and you are always wonderful. You're naked and not afraid, or you are metaphorically naked and not afraid. You're in your fucking element, bearing it all, living life like a rebel, like a truly authentic person who has just passed the point of any of the shit show mattering. All that matters is what you think about yourself and the people you deeply care about, who will be there for you. If they're meant to be with you on the other side of this fiasco, then they're your true blues. Your energy just feels unblocked, unbridled, free. This is your playground to enjoy or leave. So take some nice, energizing, cleansing breaths. And you can dance if you want to. You're the star of your own story and you get to decide what happens. People are staring at you and they can stare all they want. Maybe some of them are frowning or motioning for you to get off the stage. But there's a few other people that are like, I'll have what they're having. And they strip down too, or they just start letting their freak flag fly and they're laughing. And maybe they join you on stage if you want that, or maybe they're just cheering you from the sidelines. Either way, you welcome it. It feels good. You're inspiring people around you to be more authentic and less self-conscious. And you can feel this huge shift in the room with the energy. People are like, what's going on here? This person isn't doing the Matrix thing. They aren't in fear or nervous or anxious. They're not being a jerk. They're not being a wallflower. They're just being themselves. Can we just do this? Can I just do this too? And it has this ripple effect on other people in the room who also were really nervous and stressed out and didn't really want to go to the party because they were like, I don't know, I don't really have any people like me here, or I don't ever meet any authentic people, or everyone's mean or whatever. And they're inspired by you and they're like, yeah, I feel freer too now. Suddenly a whole bunch of people are like into the vibe, into your vibe, because you just gave them permission to be themselves. So screw it. You start dancing. Like a terrible dance, like the worst dance ever, maybe. Like you're rusty, perhaps. Even if you're an amazing dancer, like right in this moment, it's like not a career defining moment, you know? Maybe you're doing a dance that no one would ever be caught doing in public. And you're just like, life is a stage. You don't care. Maybe you're flopping around doing the worm, doing the Macarena, you're spinning, twiddling, upside down, somersaults, whatever, flopping around. You are free. You are so free from whatever is happening outside of yourself, and you just keep laughing and smiling and dancing. And you know what? You just feel so good and you love the energy that's happening. So screw it. You're just gonna start singing. Even if you have the worst voice of all voices and you don't even like singing, you're tone deaf, you're flat, horrendous, screeching seagull, screw it. You feel like doing it. You just start singing and like butchering the lyrics of some song. And maybe you're just making it up on the fly and people's faces are just contorting in pain. Like, oh my God, cringe, cringe, cringe. This person must be stopped. They're a menace to taste and dignity. You don't care. And then again, it's like other people in the room are into it too. And they're like, yeah. And they start dancing like a maniac and singing like a seagull. And you're having this massive impact just by being yourself, and unabashedly so. You're creating an energy of authenticity and freedom and joy and abundance and hope, and it's contagious. All of these people are unlocked by this energy you chose bravely to step into in this moment of fear and embarrassment, and you've inspired a bunch of people in the room, and they are so appreciative and so joyful because of you. They feel free because of you. And whether you're more of an introvert in regular situations, it doesn't matter. In this moment, you are just unbridled, silly, the most silly, expressive version of yourself that could ever possibly exist. And the people who don't like it, they just leave. Some of them are converts. Some of them are like coming around. Some of them are quietly impressed. But who cares what they think anyways? You're the star of this party. Even if you don't love being the star, this is like a little moment, okay? This is a moment you're having here, okay? And take some more nice, deep, energizing, cleansing breaths. How do you want this party to end? I want you to picture and really feel like what would be the ideal ending of this story for you. Allow yourself to dream and feel your energy, your body, your fingers, your feet, your legs, your arms, your torso, your face, just your mind, your heart, Fill it with this beautiful fantasy. Make the fantasy a reality inside of your energy, inside of your body. Really allow your nervous system to acclimate to it, because this is the true vibe for you. Letting any fears, insecurities just melt away and just fully surrender to the best case scenario. And if you have resistance to it, just allow yourself to give yourself over to the feeling that feels good. Fill your body with that right now, taking nice, deep, expansive breaths. And just envision this and this identity of the person who got embarrassed and had a bunch of stuff go wrong, and YOLO, you only live life once. And this person just was authentic and did what they wanted and shone. Nice deep breaths. And really feel it in your body. And believe it. Breathe into it. This is you. You can be like this anytime you want. You can feel this anytime you want. Love yourself. Embrace all aspects of yourself right now. Whatever those quote-unquote flaws were, whatever those things you were ashamed of or embarrassed about, those things that you used to hate, they don't matter anymore. That's not even who you are. It's all about your energy, your inner magic. And integrate that part of yourself, whatever that fearful part of yourself, the part of yourself at the beginning of this party, at the beginning of this that was anxious and nervous, just hold them, embrace them, and show them that you get to choose a different way to feel and be anytime you want. And get them dancing too. And just really soak in the details. What's around you? How do you feel? What does it smell like? What are you thinking? How do you hold yourself? What kind of things do you believe about yourself when you're in this beautiful identity? And I really want you to associate into that as we end this. And show up in the world as that person, because that's who you are deep down.